Today's the day, guys. It's finally happening. The water's all cleared up. We're finally gonna add fish to the big shallow aquarium. I'm super excited. Hope you guys are excited as well. Don't go anywhere. So if you're new here and you haven't seen any of the previous videos, this is my big shallow Amazon inspired aquascape that I've set up roughly 3 weeks ago now. So yeah, it's a shallow tank. It's measuring 120 centimeters from left to right. It's 30 centimeters tall and it's 50 centimeters front to back. So we have roughly 180 liters, and I'm guessing with all the hardscape that we have in here, we maybe have like 100 liters left, something like that. So if you're new here and you haven't seen any of the previous episodes, I just made a little playlist that I will leave, I think, here on the screen. From taking down the previous layout to making the hardscape, doing the planting, and to last week's episode where we kind of upgraded the cabinet. So plan for today is to go to my local fish shop Hames, and hopefully they will have a nice selection that will suit this Amazon inspired aquascape. I already have some ideas in mind and I got some really good suggestions from you guys as well. But I'm not really trying to just focus on one particular fish. I'm trying to keep an open mind because I don't know what the fish shop's going to have in stock. Maybe we'll see something that we haven't thought of that's going to be amazing in here. Basically the main plan is to go for some dwarf cichlid, some tetras and some cories. I think those 3 types is like the perfect combination for an Amazon inspired aquascape, right? Speaking of cories, I still have a small group of pygmy cories in this little noun tank right here. They actually came from the previous layout in the big shallow, and they've been staying in this aquarium for the past 3 weeks or so. You can see just one of them over here. The rest of them are all hiding because I just turned on the light, but I have a way to draw them out. Yeah, a few weeks ago I got these veggie tablets from Oase, the Oase Organics line, and the cories are going absolutely crazy for this food. So we have these quite big sinking tablets, so I usually just break them up into like quarters, and like 1/4 is more than enough for the cories in here. Yeah, there they are. So there's a few of them in front here, there's a few more on the side, and I think we still have a few more hiding in the back. So there's actually 2 types of cories in here. We have the tail spot cory, that's the Corydoras hastatus, and then we also have the classic pygmy cory, the Corydoras pygmaeus. So I think in total we have about 20, maybe 25 of them in this aquarium. So they can definitely move to the big shallow, and maybe we'll buy some more of the same types or maybe a different type of cory. Who knows what the fish shop will have in stock. Now before we leave to the shop, I just want to do a quick cleaning session. We still have some white slime on the wood. We also have a little bit of diatom algae. So just a quick cleaning session, big water change as well, and then the aquarium is looking super fresh for the new fish. Right, so nice big water change, that's about 80% I think. I just remembered that I want to do one more thing, which is the inflow and outflow. This is the Aquarium Neo Flow, and this one is already quite old, it's more than a year old, so it's not as translucent anymore. So I just want to quickly swap it for a new one, just to make sure that it looks nice and fresh. I just want to do this before we get the fish, so after the fish are in here I don't have to touch this aquarium anymore, you know? So that's it. At the end of this video we're going to have fish in this aquarium. I cannot wait, I'm super excited. So let's go to the fish shop, see you guys when we get there. Okay, we're here. It's actually very hot today, so they open up all the lids from the tanks just to get some of that hot air out. So it might be a little bit extra noisy, but I'll keep the microphone close to make sure the audio is good. So we're looking for some Amazon South American fish. We need some dwarf cichlids, we need some tetras, and maybe some more cories as well. So let's see what they have. Of course, the easiest choice for dwarf cichlid is the Epistogramma. So I think here we are spoiled for choice. We have Agassizi, Cacetoides, Magmasteri, more Agassizi, Vieta, then we have some albino or yellow golden rams, Agassizi super red, the blue rams and the traditional German blue rams. And then we have some Apistogramma Hongsloi. These are really nice. And on this side they also have the Apistogramma Borelli. So a really good selection of Apistogramma here. Right now I'm leaning mostly towards the Hongsloi. I think they're really nice. But I don't know, I just looked inside the tank. I think I'm seeing only males. I'm not sure, it's always a bit hard to see. Let's keep looking around. Let's do a little B-roll with some tetras and some corals. So I just noticed that they have a small group of the Corydorus habrosus. I think I'm taking them home because I already have the Pygmaeus, I already have the Rastatus, and now we have these ones as well. I think it's cool to have a nice mix of all three pygmy cories. So that actually turned out to be quite a successful trip to the fish shop. Can't remember the last time I came home with 5 bags. It is quite late though, I have to start cooking dinner. So I'm going to add the fish to the aquarium, acclimate them, give you guys a sneak peek, and after dinner we'll come back and release them. Okay, that's bag number 1. This one is probably an easy guess, I think you can see from there as well. Bag number 2. Again, I think it's an easy guess. Bag number 3. Not sure if you guys can see it from there. Bag number 4. This one we already talked about. Big shallow is getting full. I think we can fit one more bag without any issues. This one you're not gonna guess. And just like that, it's 2 hours later. Fish have been properly acclimated. I've had dinner. Everybody's happy. So let's take a look at what we got. Let's start on the left side. Bag number 1, we have 5 salt and pepper cories, the Corydorus habrosus. Then on bag number 2, we have 1 male and 2 female of the Apistogramma Hongsloi. Super excited about this one. Bag number 3, we have roughly 30 of the green neon tetras. Bag number 4, we again have 30 of the green neon tetras. Bag number 5, we have 1 male and 2 female of the Apistogramma Borelli. These do not look like much right now, but if you know Apistogramma Borelli, you know that these are going to be absolutely beautiful. The male is going to be really nice and blue, and the females will be really bright yellow. Super excited about that. So I wasn't sure about the whole male-female situation in the tank for the Apistogramma Hongsloi. I thought I saw only males, but then I took a look together with the one of the owners from the shop, and he basically guaranteed me that we have 2 females in the bag. So let's hope he's right. Yeah, I've been very unlucky when it comes to finding a nice pair of a dwarf cichlid. So that's what we have, and they've been here for the past 2 hours. So let's not wait any longer. Let's get them all released and let's get them into the tank. So let's start with these Corydorus, then we'll move to both types of Apistogramma, and then we can save the real deal 60 neon tetras till the very last. So the first fish are just 5 salt and pepper cories. That's quite I didn't really saw that coming, but here we go. Whee! 5 small cories in 1 big tank. So it's quite late now already, so maybe tomorrow or the day after tomorrow I'll try to catch the other cories from the other tank. We can add them in here as well, and then I think we have a nice group. Maybe we can still add more, but let's just see how this goes. Okay, moving on to the real showpiece. Apistogramma Hongsloi. Never kept him before. Super excited to see them behaving in this aquarium. I was doing a little reading on the way here, and seems they're a little bit hard to breed. They really like soft water, which I do not have, so let's see what happens. As long as we just get some nice behavior, I'm happy. And I really hope that we have indeed 1 male and 2 females. They're very different from other Apistogramma as well, in my opinion. Like, These are very brightly colored, a little bit higher body as well. They seem to be struggling with the flow a little bit, so we'll see how that goes in the next few days. Maybe I'll reduce it a little bit. Okay, let's move on to the Apistogramma borelli. Now with these three, I'm quite confident that we indeed have one male and two females. It's quite easy to spot the differences here. So the first one coming out is definitely a male, and the other two are females. These are a little bit easier to breed as well, I think. So yeah, it would be nice to see that happen in this aquarium, to be honest. Here we go, that's our male. Immediately discovering the tank. And then on this side we have both the females. Yeah, they definitely seem to be struggling with the flow a little bit. So right now I basically have the jet portion. And I just received this sort of like lily pipe attachment, so we can definitely reduce the flow a little bit. But let's see how they will manage it in a few days. I mean, they've just been released. Of course, it'll take some time for them to get used to it. That's a male Hongsloi and a female Borelli. Curious how they're gonna get along together. There's plenty of space for everybody, right? I mean, if you guys are gonna be fighting in this big of a space, then I don't know what to do. Alright, shall we do this? Shall we release the neons? So I'm gonna try to turn this into a thumbnail for the video. So I'm gonna try to release them all at the same time. Do it quite quickly so they all move out. So let's do this. Nice. Is that all of them? Always double check the bag. Yes. This is so cool, guys. I think this is the perfect fish for an aquarium like this. Could have gone for the neon tetras or the cardinal tetras as well, but these guys just stay a little bit smaller, you know? And I really want small fish in this aquarium, so super happy with that. Of course, right now they're schooling super tight against the flow. Curious if this is going to stay like this, or after like a day it's going to be they're all swimming all over the place, you know. I guess this is the reason why these fish are so popular. I mean, besides cardinal tetras, neon tetras, and these guys, there's not many other fish that give you this really beautiful behavior and these beautiful bright neon colors. Left to right, right to left, and back again. Okay people, it's now the next day. I just got myself a nice haircut, that was definitely necessary. Lights just turned on and we have something weird going on inside the aquarium. Yeah, so I just noticed that we literally have a mushroom growing out of the hardscape. I've never seen anything like that before. It's pretty cool though. I'm not sure if it can do any harm, but definitely looks cool. Besides that, fish are doing really good. I think the neons have definitely relaxed a bit more. They're not schooling as tightly anymore. The Apistogrammas, I think they're definitely exploring the region behind the hardscape, because I haven't seen much of them just yet. And the corridors are doing just fine as well. So last night before I went to bed, I gave them some dry food, and I just defrosted some of these mosquito larvae as well. So let's see if these guys are hungry. So this one just came to the front, and this was supposed to be one of the Hongsloi females, and right now I'm starting to see a lot of red on the belly, so I'm guessing we have another male. So 2 male honkslois, and then let's just hope that the third one is a female. Even if we have 3 males, it's no big deal. I'm not planning to breed them in here, but it would just be nice to see some of that sort of like mating behavior, you know. Other than that, I'm not really seeing much of the Pisogrammas. I see them once in a while there in that little opening over there. So I think they're definitely having fun in the back. That's okay, as long as we see them once in a while. I think now is actually a good time to add in the rest of the cories. So we still have them in the 45p. So let's catch them and add them in here as well. Alright, so here's a little reminder. Don't put fish in a densely planted tank if you only plan to keep them there for a very short time, because catching these cories from that 45p was not easy. Still think I don't have every single one of them, but that's okay. We can catch the rest when I take down a tank, for example. So these have been acclimating for quite a while now, so we can definitely release them. And you're free again. No stress. So what I like about the tail spot cories is that they kind of swim more. The real pygmies kind of really stick to the sand. I think the Habroses as well. But yeah, the tail spot cories, they really swim freely. It's fun. So it'll be interesting to see how these cories are going to behave in this shallow, because ever since I got them, they were quite skittish. And the big shallow was quite a bright aquarium. The 45p was quite bright as well. And here we have a lot more shadow, so they should feel more comfortable, I guess. Okay, so mission accomplished. We have our Pisogramma, we have our Tetras, and we have the cories. So is that it, or do we still have space for more fish? I don't know, guys. Let me know in the comments. Let me know what you think of the current stocking, and if we should add some more fish. Don't forget to smash that like button. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Take care.